Hi everyone. Give me 1 second. Y'all know I'm always running behind schedule, so you know I'm never on time. Hey Reese. Hey Anastasia. How you doing? How's you and the fam, Anastasia? Are y'all getting over the C word? Are y'all getting over the C word? Cause child, I know that I had hey Angie, hey Glam Star, how are you? How you doing, Star? Oh, y'all, the light done did something to my eye. All right. Woo. I don't think I need that directly on my eye. How everybody doing on the nod? It's Friday, y'all. Yes, Angie, you better say it. Let's say it. Let's say it. Let's say it. Y'all, let me just play this. Let me play this song, y'all. Let me play this song right quick, y'all. And then we're going to get it. I'm going to hit my blues song right, y'all. Hold on. I'm going to hit a blues song right quick. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, and then I'm gonna edit it out though. Just hold on a second. I just want to play this because, child, it's been a long time coming for this day. So y'all give me 1 second, 1 second, and then we're gonna get into the content on tonight. Give me 1 second. Here you go. Hold on, y'all. I just want to uplift everybody's spirits on tonight. Um, Hold on. I don't know if y'all know this song, but I'm on and I want to go live on Facebook. Hold on. What time is it? Hold on, y'all. Thank you, Reese. All right, y'all. So I am not able to go live on Facebook. I done went over my time, child. Why y'all didn't tell months to come live? Anyway, y'all, welcome in everybody. Make sure you hit the like button as you come in. If you want to share me out, share me out. Um, on tonight, guys, where we're going to talk. Hey, Anastasia, girl, I was late. Look, y'all, I was so late. I was bad late. I'm sitting here playing around. Sorry, y'all. I was bad late, but I'm here. Anastasia, is everybody doing well with the C word at your home? I know that you was saying that you and your family, everybody in your family had C. So I want to make sure that you and family are good. Are you? How you guys doing on today? Y'all, I'm so sleepy. Oh, Jesus. So y'all, let me get some things up here. Tonight, y'all, we're going to talk about excuse me. Well, I'm going to bed after this, y'all. Tonight we're going to talk about a CPS worker in Texas. A CPS worker in Texas told a 14-year-old child, well, good, wonderful, wonderful. I'm glad to hear that. Um, Told a 14-year-old child that she needs to prostitute. We're gonna talk about that on tonight. I think I've kind of found the video. First of all, what are you guys' reaction to that? That a 14-year-old child, yeah, Texas be. I don't know what's going on with these people in Texas, man, but they got a problem. Like if I don't have nothing to talk about, baby, I can just go to Texas. I can just write what's happening in Texas, and it'll somebody that did something in Texas. Texas, let me tell y'all something. If y'all, Texas is the largest state in the United States, so it's a lot going on in Texas, and a lot of people. That's where everybody wants to go is to Texas. Child, I just stay here in the slow Mississippi because, child, I would want to live like not in Texas, but I would want to live. I would try New York. I know that I don't like the cold, so I know I would want to stay there long. But maybe like not even in Chicago. Let me take that back to where I would stay. I would want to stay in Tennessee. Um, I don't know. I just stay in Mississippi. Shit, I'd rather stay in slow Mississippi. Hey. uh, Child, I just stay in Mississippi. Well, it's good that you're complaining to the governor, to the governor about this situation with CPS. This CPS worker did get fired for telling a child to go prostitute. Now, and then had the nerve to tell, if you gonna get out there and hoe, child said, if you gonna get out there to be a whore, you got to know how to be a whore. Now, how you gonna inspire a child? Now, me, I'm just gonna say this: you don't inspire children to be whores. But I want y'all to listen to this. Like, y'all, I don't know what's coming to our world. Like, what happening to being an example for our children, inspiring our children to encourage our children to be, you know, be more than what you were, to inspire them to like, hey, even though you're home, you're in this situation, you are not this situation. That means you still can be happy. There's someone, there's still love. You still can be something. I don't know what type of mess. I don't know what kind of mess that was. I really don't know. It's just a bunch of mess. It's a mess. I honestly want to say this, y'all. It's a mess for someone to make this decision to say and do this, because there is no way you're going to tell a child to go prostitute. No way. And all she asked for was something to eat. I want y'all to listen to this. It's a 5-minute clip.
Sir. Imagine a state worker telling.
Child, I don't own the rights to this, y'all. I'm using this for. It's sad. Wow. I do need to go check on those little boys um that were I do want to check on those little boys that, like, one little boy. Y'all remember I did a story on this little boy, on 3 little boys. The brother was like 16, and his mama, I forgot his name, was going with the white man. And oh, I forgot their name. But anyway, the man had killed her child, and they were living in an apartment. Had those kids living in an apartment. Y'all, I ain't gonna never forget this story. This was the most horrific story ever. Had the baby had, decomposed, and she had her kids. Y'all, this is the sad part about this. Her name is Glory, but I forgot her last name. And the dude name was Brian Culture. They had those children living. She had 2 different apartments. One apartment for her and Brian, and the other apartment was for Um, mm, 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 for the children, and they had those children living with their dead brother in a room full of roaches, full of bugs, full full of probably maggots, and it had the baby covered up with the sheet. And she allowed this baby to be beaten to death. She took all the furniture out the room. I ain't gonna never forget that. Look it up, y'all. Look it up. If you haven't heard about that story, look it up. It happened right there in Harris County, Texas. But they get the police and the CPS workers need to do better. They need to make sure they're removing kids from homes that are not stable. Remove it. Oh Lord, I just don't know. Let me just. Anastasia, baby. I swear to God, I talked about that. I talked about that, but like, y'all, how long did I talk? I talked about that about 3-4 days. It was just more horrific stuff. He, like the little boy, he finally he was too afraid to call the police. The young boy brother, the younger brother, like these kids were, some of those kids were special needs. Some of them had some of the boys had, one or two of the boys had autism. The one that was killed, um, he had autism. And one of those other kids, one of the other boys had autism too. And the boyfriend had broke his jaw. And I that's what, to me, that's the most horrific thing you can do to children is sit there, and then they sitting there starving to death while he's sitting there eating steak and noodles and all that, trying to be a so-called rapper and can't rap. Child, let me go on. Y'all know how I get started. Anyway, y'all, let's listen to this.
Like a 14-year-old foster child to sell her body. Eat. That's exactly what says a now fired Child Protective Services worker did. The 14-year-old, who is in the custody of the state, recorded the conversation and handed it over to her mother and their attorney. Take a listen.
I don't want to spend my money to live with some. Let him feed you. That's how my mama taught me. You're going to be a real my man. But I'm just old now, so I'm days gone. I got a child. I can take that.
So, Keisha, when your daughter first told you the CPS, this state worker, told her to go out and prostitute, what did you think?
I was like really blown away. Like I was really blown away. I was shocked that a state worker that was there supposed to protect children, would say something like that to my child. It made me wonder, like how many other kids she have told this to. Because if like she could just bluntly come out and say this to my child, this is not the first kid she has told this to.
Now, your 14-year-old was there because you needed help with her, right? And so you turned to the state for help.
Correct. And we agreed, me and the CPS agreed for them to take conservative. And
Mike, hearing a story like this, where a state worker tells a child to go out and prostitute to earn money for food, your thoughts on this?
I have the same concern as Keisha, which is, could this possibly be the one and only time this has ever happened? Has anybody ever interviewed the hundreds of girls who've been placed in hotels all across Texas for the last few years by CPS? Do we need to revisit whether they even need to be placed in hotels? That seems like an accident waiting to happen at best.
Exactly. Why y'all got these kids in hotel rooms?
So I also hope there's no retaliation against Keisha or her daughter for speaking up. Her daughter has been moved a few times in the last few days, and I hope they're not messing with her. Hopefully there'll be a safe, secure place that's stable, and she won't be exposed to this anymore. But I'm as worried about the systemic issues as her specific case.
And listening to that state worker and the tone that she had with your daughter, Keisha, and Mike, you can join in on this as well. It almost felt like a damn recruiter.
Yeah, that's what I felt like. I felt like trying to recruit girls, young girls, like she trying to be a madam. And that don't sit well with me. Sure. That's not the way that you talk to anybody, especially a young teen that's already going through problems, that's already having some issues.
I think that kind of groomer overtone, and it also seemed like she knew that she could capitalize on the fact that a lot of these kids are not having their needs met. They're not being fed enough. I know Keisha had to take groceries over to her daughter before this happened.
That's ridiculous, especially when you reach out to the state and the state has agreed to give them the help. Now, what's the status of this worker now, Mike?
So my understanding is that she's no longer with the agency, but I haven't heard anything further than that. I don't know if other workers have been interviewed. I don't know if they have done interviews or welfare checks on these girls. Not only should somebody be talking to them, they need medical exams and everything that goes with this kind of behavior.
Yeah, they need to backtrack on this worker and make contact with every child that she's had contact with to see what she may have told them or what she may have told them to do, as in the case with this 14-year-old.
Wow.
So, Keisha, have you received any type of an apology from CPS or the state for this behavior?
From the commissioner, Miss Jamie, but no, I have not.
Okay. And Mike, obviously you feel like this could be a bigger problem. What do you think state lawmakers need to do in order to get a handle on this situation? There were allegations earlier this year about how CPS children were being treated, foster care children as well.
Well, you make a good point, because what the federal judge overseeing CPS brought up was that these kids were susceptible at the home in Bastrop for being a victim of third-party prostitution or solicitation. Now it seems like instead of going forward, we're kind of going backwards, and now it's CPS itself, or their employees are part of this. So to answer your question, I'd like someone to tell the legislature what kind of screening procedures they have for those who are working for CPS, those who are going to be around kids.
If you're 35 to 45 years old in the United States without life insurance.
All right, y'all. So, let me look. It says Harris County. Let me make sure though. Wow, y'all. It says in Houston, Texas. You were right. It says here, child protective service would more than likely remove a child from a parent who told them to become a prostitute. They would. If a parent told a child was out there pimping out their damn kid, they would be taking child straight up like that. We already know that. So for her to say, if you gonna be a hoe, be a real hoe. And then she said, I used to do that back in the day, but I done got too old. So that do sound like a madam or a pimp behavior or a pimp statement. You know what I'm saying? Child, y'all need to go to the ballot box if y'all want some change. Wow. All I can say is, child, like, how you gonna tell a baby, this 14-year-old, to be a hoe and be a real hoe? If you gonna be a hoe, you know what I'm saying, you can be a real hoe. Get out there, because the baby said she was hungry, and they already staying in hotels. You already know where prostitutes and stuff be men and stuff at, child, and take men back to child. And she said, if you gonna be a hoe, be a real hoe. Child. Y'all. It says here that the mother, Keisha Baisley, has 9 kids. she turned to Child Protective Services to help her with her 14-year-old child, who she says was running away and causing trouble at school. Yeah, vote them out. That's the only way you're gonna get answers. Vote the governor out too. Cause child, I would feel some type. I would not be going to the ballot box voting for y'all governor because of what happened in Uvalde school. Ain't no way. Yes, it is disgusting to tell a child if you're gonna be a hoe, be a hoe, be a good hoe. Child, please. Wow, I didn't know that. So it says here that the 14-year-old daughter was running away and causing trouble at school. Ms. Baszler said, "My daughter told me that the worker had been telling her she should do these things, so she said she decided to video her." She said CPS was housing the girl at a hotel. She's one of the dozen of foster kids living in hotels in Harris County. Listen to this now. Listen. They said in the video, the girl tells the CPS employee she wants food, and the super CPS worker tell her to be a prostitute. She said, "If you're gonna be a hoe, be a good hoe." I know what she said. She said, "This is what Mr. Snyder said." She said, "And giving her an incentive to do so, and almost a threat of not having her needs being met if she didn't do what this woman very explicitly told her to do." Um, It says here, Miss the mother said, "If me, the parent, was to do something like this to my child, I would be bashed. I would be called a horrible parent. I would lose my kids." Basically filed a formal complaint with CPS, and she said that this should not happen to girls in their care. It should not happen. It's unacceptable. The commissioner of CPS came to Houston to personally apologize to Baszler and her daughter. She says here, "I never seen that happen before. Where the commissioners of CPS comes in from Austin just to apologize about something horrible that's been done to a child involved with CPS," Snyder said. "It's bad enough if it's just one bad road worker. It concerns me they may be bigger than that." Oh, now you think it's bigger than that. It's been bigger than that. And they need to make sure it's not just one person. They got to find a way to protect these kids. In Fox 28 Texas Department of Family and Public Service spokesperson Melissa Lamford said, "DFPS is aware of the video and has taken action. The person in the video who was employed as CPS support staff was dismissed from her position on August the 10th, and the safety and appropriateness with the children in care must be treated in our paramount concern. Nothing less will be tolerated." So, what do you guys think about that? So, somebody said they love Ted Cruz, Abbott, and Ken Paxton. They are protected by the Republicans, and the state is a red state. They keep winning. Well, it's up to you guys that are Democrats and stuff like that to go to the ballot box. Some of these people are changing over due to the fact, what happened to Uvalde school. Y'all gotta get out there and vote, man. Exercise your right to vote. Fight the right to vote. Get out there and exercise your right. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if her degree was, I don't know. Like, I guess she was, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all just don't know. Like, you can go to a 4-year college, get your child protective services license, be smoking weed and be smoking weed out in the club and drinking and still then they'll call you to get a kid and you drunk and you high going to get a kid. I swear to God. It's nothing to get your CPS license at all. Yes, and I honestly do believe that too, me, Angie. As a professional adult and a person that works for social services and child protective services, her main concern should be getting that child something to eat, not telling her to go be a good hoe. I'm just gonna call it like I said. Um, it's sad that we have our society have gotten to the point that I'm gonna be honest, to the point that we just teach our kids and show our kids any and everything. Now, sometimes I have been guilty of saying things in front of my kids that I shouldn't have been saying, but maybe cussing, but to show them inappropriate and tell them to do inappropriate things, or if I see them do inappropriate things, then and not say nothing, I feel like I'm the part of the problem. Exactly. So I ain't seen nothing like it. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't seen nothing like it. I ain't seen nothing like it. It's crazy to me. It is crazy to me that as a grown individual, you tell a child to be a real hoe. Child. Y'all, here go another video, man. You know what I'm saying? This happened like the first part of this week, but we was on another topic. I had seen it, but now that I sharing it now, it's fine. Ain't no way we gonna tell a child you gonna tell a child to be a real hoe.
Employee, she wants food. The CPS worker tells housing the girl at a hotel. She's one of dozens in Harris County. CPS is housing the girl at a hotel. She's one of dozens in Harris County. In the video, she tells the CPS employee she wants food. The CPS worker tells her to be a prostitute.
She was basically encouraging a 14-year-old girl to become a prostitute.
And giving her an incentive to do so, and almost a threat of not having her needs being met.
I'm back. I don't know what happened. Says CBS is a parent's worst nightmare. If you can make it with your kids, please do not involve them with your family. You have no obligation to speak to CPS. Right. So I feel like if your child getting out of hand, man, take them to boot camp. Put them in a behavioral health uh center. You know what I'm saying? Like a place where for children that are at risk that have behavioral health issues. Signing your children off to CPS to be neglected and stuff like that. I just feel like that wasn't the right decision on the mother's behalf. I understand that she got 8 more children that she got to worry about. I do want to say that. I understand that she has 8 more children to worry about. But I bet you, you know what I'm saying, for her to say that she had brought food to her daughter, like my thing is, you know what I'm saying, the child is at risk enough. Give her take her to a place where she can flourish. Take her to a place where she can flourish. Um I don't understand, you know, I'm definitely gonna say I don't understand. I'm not gonna judge the mother for doing what is best for her child, but I feel like CPS didn't have to get involved in that situation because of the simple fact there are other options of where to place your child. Says, Y'all, I don't know why this is so delayed. I'm trying to. I had an issue with the male social transporting girl. Shake my house. Yeah, every state has a juvenile detention center. You know, every state should have a juvenile detention center. So I don't even think um, that was even the problem. I just think that I guess the parent thought that was her mother thought that was the only option. From what my understanding is, um, but I'm glad she reported her. I bet you she won't. I bet you now she got to find another means. She might can work in the food stamp office, child. She might can work in the food stamp office, but she ain't gonna be able to take care of no children. She might be able to, or she may not be able to work for no federal government at all. Um, but she knew better than to tell that baby that. She knew better than to tell that baby to go and mm, mm, mm. I wouldn't. We got to do better. I definitely want to say this. We have to do better. We have to. Well, they said they haven't charged her with any kind of crime. Ground star. Right. And no, you know what I'm saying? There would be more of like I don't know, like when my sister started acting out and stuff like that, like my mom, she put her in job court. Do y'all have job court in Texas? I wonder, do y'all have like a job court for teens that don't want to go to school and stuff like that, but still you want to put them in a place to protect them? Do y'all have places like that? Do y'all have do y'all have places like that? Um, because that's what I would have done. You would either go to job court or go to juvenile. Simple. You ain't gonna just sit up here and miss school. I'll sign you up for job court. Then you figure it out till you're 18, child. And if you run away from that, then you just go to jail. I don't know what else to tell you. She said that she gave the CPS conservatorship over her child. So I don't, you know what I'm saying? Conservatorship is just basically custody or, allowing them to make decisions that are best for the child. But sometimes it ain't. It's just best to do what is best for your child, no matter if they are a problem or not. Um, but this is crazy. No job isn't a babysitter, but it teaches you to have some kind of substance in life, some kind of substance instead of running away if you don't want to go to school. Because if you're 14 years old and you're running away from school, then I swear you're going to go before a judge, and that judge may put you in juvenile detention, especially when you're stealing and all that. I ain't saying that she's stealing, but it could be possible. You never know. But I hope, her mother, I hope the girl is okay. She's not traumatized about what the CPS worker said. She, saying she is more child. I know a group home would be wonderful too. I don't know. It don't say that. Like I guess the mom thought that, her being with CPS was the best option that she had. But I'm gonna be honest, like it don't give that information. And I know the mom saying don't judge me, but shoot, don't give up on your child. Don't give up on your child. No, I don't know. Me either. Usually find a group home or a people that hold foster children. But they're saying that in lately it's hard to find um foster care parents or people that are taking foster children because it's a shortage. And that you know what I'm saying. It's hard to adopt children, man. That come with a lot of money. A lot of people ain't got money like that shit. It's hard. It's hard out here. Inflation hard. Inflation is real, and um, you know, feeding the aftermath right now is something that I cannot do. So I feel the same. Chingy eyes, how are you today? I feel the same. She didn't run across a pimp. No, that's why I said that's why I'm glad they removed her from that hotel room. I'm glad they removed her from that hotel room because um you never know who, you know what I'm saying, what that social worker could possibly have up her sleeve. And that's just being honest. Um it's sad though. It's sad that this is what our world comes to, y'all. And this is what people are doing to our children. They're not encouraging our children to become great adults and be successful. If you work hard, you'll reap the rewards of working hard. It's she's telling our children if you go out there and be a whole girl. And if you become a whole girl, be a real hoe. I you know what I'm saying? I used to be a hoe too, girl. But shit, I done got old. Hell, it's time for somebody else to take over the reign. Come on, man. I'm being funny, y'all, but come on. I would never tell my daughter that. I will never. I would never tell my daughter no mess like that. If you gonna be a hoe, be a good hoe. Get paid. Child, I'm just saying. I tell my daughter, get out there. There's nothing wrong with the man giving you money. Say that now. Yep, the man's supposed to provide, child. If he want to be with you, ain't nothing wrong with him spending money on you. But I never tell my daughter to be a prostitute or a whore. Open your legs to the man that God ordains, or stay a virgin till God give you somebody that's worth being with. Because who these people out here that being raised now ain't worth ain't worth it at all. Um, we got to do better. We have to be that example for our children. We even those children. Hold on, y'all. Let me see what my baby got going on. Yeah, this good. Um, all right. All right. So, yeah, it ain't no good advice to lay down with several men and have sex. No, save your body. I'll tell anybody that. Save your body for somebody, a young girl that's worthy of you, that's gonna love you. Not somebody that's just gonna look at you as sex and then throw you to the wayside. All right, hell, I'm even telling my damn self that right now. I'm gonna be honest. Um, because life is more than sex. Life is more than sex. It really is. Life is more than sex, and we need to teach our children that. To you know what I'm saying. Don't hop in relationships because you want to have damn sex with somebody that's gonna fuck you, and then when he gets you pregnant or when he done had enough of your sex or whatever, go cheat and be with the next bitch. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna keep it real. Please do that. And I don't mean to call nobody no bees, child. I'm just saying, let's teach let's recognize let's teach our children for our girls to have a little self-respect and not teach them to go out here and lay down with Tom, Dick, and Harry. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Having sex with somebody does not make them want you or make them want to be in a relationship with you. It's just sex. It doesn't mean you know what I'm saying? Sex is overrated because hell, when you done got that nut, then what else substance do they add to the table? I'm just gonna be real. Like I have to look at that hell shit myself. Like let's find you. I'm gonna tell my baby when she get old enough. Find you a good man that's gonna love you for you. He ain't got to be the cutest. He ain't got to have the biggest. And he ain't got to be all that. But as long as he loves you and accepts you for you and has something going for himself and know how to provide and know how to respect you and honor you and treat you like a queen, that what matters. How he has sex with you and make you feel good does not mean that he's good for you. You know. So hey, we just gonna keep it real on the platform. Exactly, and I'm glad that she did. But I'm just saying, as I'm talking to the grown person that sat there and told that baby that she was wrong. She must don't have no self respect for her damn self. Y'all, look, y'all. I'm cussing. Let me lower it. Let me stop cussing. But yeah, let's mm, mm, mm. It do, it do. Like my little girl, she always asking me. She'll just come to me and watch some of this stuff on YouTube. Be like, "Mommy, did you have a period?" Like she be asking my little girl. She's very smart and she's very observant. And she was like, "Mommy, um, after you had me, did you have a period?" I'm like, I was like, I was like, what? I was like, what? I was like, you know what I'm saying? I kept a straight face, but I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, okay. Um, like, just if your kids get curious and ask you about questions like these, just answer them. Jesus, the best thing to do is just answer them. These kids are more advanced than where we were when we were young. Because when I was at 5, hell, I was still playing with my dog. I was worried about a talking Tammy. I was not worried about YouTube. The YouTube wasn't out then. But see, these kids can watch YouTube. And these people, they watch kiddie stuff on YouTube that still is kind of adult like. Ugh, child, it's just too much. It's just too much, and this is our society on now. So y'all, all that I can do is try to raise your children in the best way you know how. Um, that's all I can tell you. Just raise your children to the best of your ability and raise them like grandmama and granddaddy them raised us, and our mama and grandmama raised us, and father raised us. Um, but y'all, I'm about to get out here. I wanted to give you guys a story on tonight. I'll try to be live on tomorrow. Make sure you hit the like button on your way out. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And if you want to join the membership, join the membership. Y'all have a good night.